Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Finally, I'm on my tablet now. I just used the whole laptop idea.
Yeah. Is there sound? Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right? For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll just continue. Okay. So the other platform that you want to be on is Twitter, because Twitter is easy to post, right? Literally, you just take out your phone and you just start typing, and then you post, and you can reach hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, right? With a single tweet. And if you have a big audience, there'll be people who reach out to you on Twitter, and you can message prospect or message people who are interested in script writing services. But the problem with Twitter is that, number one, you have to be good at tweeting. So you have to understand what works on Twitter, like the psychology. But the good thing about Twitter is that it's relatively low effort. You take out your phone, you can just type, right? If you just look at my content, right, on Twitter, it's really nothing super complicated, right? Something I'm just reposting my YouTube videos. Over here, I'm just tweeting my thoughts throughout the day, and some of them get good engagement, 24 likes, 17 likes. Repost my YouTube videos. This is like doing a giveaway. You can do a giveaway. This one has 48K impressions. So you can imagine how many people of that are interested. And then, just like post my thoughts and then some of my long form pieces of writing. It's relatively low effort. Literally anyone can do it on Twitter. And I think Twitter audience is really good. Okay. But the problem with content is that content takes a long time, right? If you tweet one day, doesn't mean that you immediately get clients the next day. Okay, so you don't just want to do content, you want to do outreach and partnerships. Okay, I'll talk a little about partnerships first. So partnerships means that you are partners with other people, right? And there are 4 ways in order to do partnerships. Okay, the first way is the most simple way, which is a referral partnership. Okay, that means if I am a referral partner with you and I send you a client, then you can pay me like 10% of how much money you collect. So imagine if I have 20 referral partners, right? Each referral partner has the potential of getting me 10 clients, right? You just need one referral partner, and that one referral partner can change your life. Because if that one guy refers you 10 of his friends who also need script writers, then you can absolutely grow your business like that. So, for example, I'm referral partners with all of the YouTube strategists, with everyone on Twitter. I'm partners with everyone. I tell them, hey, I do this, right? Do you want to be referral partners with me? If you want to send anyone my way, I'll give you a 10% recurring. So every month that I collect cash from the client, I will pay them out 10%. So that way, they know they are like incentives. And the good part about doing referrals is that referrals stay with you longer. So you guys will probably, if you guys have had clients before, script writing clients, they may have been clients who stay for 1 month and then they leave. They buy 1 or 2 scripts and then they leave. But with referrals, if you build a good amount of trust with referrals, and if you have a friend refer you, say, hey, I tell you, hey, you should go to this gym, right? And you don't know any gym, obviously you're going to go to that gym, and you're likely to stay at that gym for a long amount of time. So referrals work with you and stay with you longer, right? If they normally stay with you for 1 month, referrals usually stay with you for 3, 4, 5 months. Okay, so the clients will stay with you longer, and yeah, referrals are just a great way to get clients because you don't have to do anything. But the only thing that you have to do, you have to network and you have to make friends. Okay, and I'll talk a little bit more about how to do that. The second way of getting clients is called white label. Okay, so white label basically just means that I will go into an agency and I will write scripts for that agency. So there are a ton of YouTube agencies out there who need scriptwriters. So YouTube agencies, basically, they do the ideation, they do the thumbnails, they do the scripting, and they do the editing, and they do the posting, right? They do everything. But they don't have time to do everything on their own, right? And a lot of these guys have difficulties finding scriptwriters because not everyone is good at writing scripts, and there aren't that many good scriptwriters out there. So if you can go to these agencies, you can tell them, hey, I'm not going to work in-house with you. You can work in-house with them if you want, but you can white label your script writing services. That means that they can just hire you like as an employee, like you act as like a full-time employee, and you just write scripts whenever they give it to you. So normally, if you were to charge $200 a script, let's say, for white label, you can charge maybe $100 a script, but you don't have to do anything, and they just give you clients, right? So you charge a little less, but the work is a lot more consistent. So just to give you an idea of how effective white label is, I had white label partners just paying me. I think at one point it was like 9K a month from just white label partners, right? So I had 2 white label partners, and one of them was paying me 6K a month, and one of them was paying 3K a month. Obviously, you don't have to reach that scale. Not every YouTube agency that you work with will help you reach that scale, but you going into another agency and writing a ton of scripts, that's also a good way to get clients. That's something that not many scriptwriters think of. Most scriptwriters will think of, oh, I just want to freelance. But if you can white label and you guys can go into another agency and help write scripts for their clients, that's also a great way. That's also a great way to make more money as a scriptwriter. Does this make sense so far? Does everyone kind of understand? And does everyone follow? Some fireworks here. Can I just get some yeses in the chats if you guys understand and if everything makes sense? Yeah, cool. Okay, if you guys have any questions, just pop it in the chat. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. So white label is the second thing. Okay, media just means you go on podcasts, right? So if I do a media partnership with Harris, so like for example, this is considered a media partnership, right? Because how do you find agency? We'll talk a little bit about that later. Okay. So for example, this is considered a media partnership with Harris because I get to use his audience so that I can come here and give this presentation to you guys, right? And that way you guys will know more a little bit about myself. So going on podcasts is a really good way in order to find clients too. For example, do you guys know who George Blackman is? Just type yes in the chat if you guys know who George Blackman is. Yeah. Cool. So if you guys know who George Blackman is, basically he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He doesn't do any outreach. But what does he do really well? He goes on podcasts and he talks, and those videos get hundreds of thousands of views, right? And when people find him on other people's audiences, then they would find him on Twitter, and then they would go and buy his course or like join his community, right? Which is really smart of him because all he has to do is go on podcasts, right? So another good way to get your name out there is to go on podcasts, right? That means you need to do something really cool, and you are gonna want to try to get invited to all these podcasts, or you can message people who run all of these podcasts. You can go into communities like this, and you can give talks if you become really good, and people can invite you. Okay, so that's media partnerships, and then JV is called a joint venture, which basically means you partner with someone. So instead of just white labeling, for an agency, let's say, right, joint venture could just mean that you become a partner, right? Maybe you become a 20% partner or you become a 30% partner, right? So JV is just a different way of partnering white label. So white label just means that you get paid per month, but joint venture means that there's equity and you take a certain percentage. Okay, so these are the 4 forms of partnerships that you can potentially form. Referrals is the easiest to form because if you are friends, so you see everyone in this audience, if you guys are all referral partners with each other, say you have a client, say you only write in the tech niche, and then someone comes to you in the politics niche, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna say no to the client, and then the client's just gonna go off, right? No, probably not. What you can actually do is say that I write in the politics niche and you send the client my way and then I give you 10%. That's also a good way to make income, right? And then that guy also really likes you. Who knows, 6 months down the road, he could potentially buy from you too. So everyone in here should be referral partners, right? You guys should be referral partners with each other. You guys should, friend request each other, message each other. You guys should be referral partners with me so that if you guys know anyone, you can send it my way and then I can send you 10%, right? It's the easiest way to make passive income. It's passive income basically, right? And if anyone knows you as the tech scriptwriter, say you only write in tech and they refer you, that's also a great way to get clients. So that's a referral partners. Okay, white label is finding these YouTube agencies. You could find a lot of them on Twitter. You can message them. You can send them your portfolio, and that way you can make a ton of money just through white labeling. Media going on podcasts, but to go on podcasts, you need to do something really good. So might not be so relevant right now, but once you grow a little bigger, and you can go into these communities and you can give talks, that's another way to do it. Joint venture is just a modified way of doing white label. So these are the 4 types of partnerships that you can potentially make that will allow you to grow your audience a ton. Does this make sense so far? Can I get a yes in the chat if everything makes sense, just so I know everyone's following? Huge. Huge for the boys. Love that. Okay, cool. So that's partnerships, right? Partnerships, my favorite way of getting clients, because no work, zero work. You literally have to do zero work. You just have to talk to people and make friends with people. Okay. So next, we have outreach. Okay. Outreach is also a really great way of getting clients. Why is it a really great way of getting clients? Because literally, if you send 100 messages, you'll know how many people reply. So let's say you send 100 messages and 5 people reply. So then 5 people reply to you, and then you know out of those 5 people, how many of those will turn into clients, right? Let's say 20%. So 5 people, you'll get 1 client. So that means for every 100 messages you send, you get 1 client. Isn't it the best thing in the world? If I know that I can send 100 messages and get 1 client, what I'm gonna send 200 messages and get 2 clients. I can send 300 messages and get 3 clients, 4 messages and 4 clients, right? Obviously, it doesn't linearly scale like that. It's not a straight line. It's not always the same depending on the type, the quality of people that you message. But the principle is there. If you send more outreach messages and you outreach to more people and you talk to more people, right? There is no way that you don't get any clients. Okay, there's literally no way. I got my first 5 customers just by messaging people. Okay, just by doing outreach. And there are a couple ways to do outreach, right? There are these 3 ways. One is cold email. So one of the great ways of how I got my first client was through cold email. Cold email just means that you send an email to somebody. Cold just means that you don't know them before, right? It's a total rando. So that's cold email, right? So a great way to email YouTubers is that, let me show you this. YouTube. Go to YouTube. Let's say you go here, search me, or you search any channel. I think you can go here. Okay, probably not me. Let's say you go to Danco, right? Go here, and then you can see their links, and then you can click here and you can view email address, and you click I'm not a robot, and you click whatever to show you're not a robot. This isn't cooperating, but if you do it correctly, for some reason it's not loading because I have some ad blocker or something. It should give you the email, and you can literally send these guys an email. Okay, their contact details are public, and you can literally just message them and ask them if they're interested in working with you. That's cold email, right? And then there's other tools that you can use, but the easiest way is you can go on YouTube and you can get their email that way, and you can send them an email. Cold DMs is just cold, just means they don't know who you are. DMs is on Instagram or on Twitter. Twitter is my favorite platform because I have an audience there. You can literally just message people. You can see how many people I message, right? Literally messaging everyone. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, get this, right? I'm starting conversations with everyone, right? So let me ask you this: how many conversations do you start every single day? Okay, how many conversations do you start every single? Ask yourself that, because every single day you can see 5 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, right? 7 hours ago, 7 hours ago, 18 hours ago, right? How many messages do I send every single day? Okay, so I want you guys to ask yourself, if you guys don't have any clients, ask yourself, why am I not getting clients? And how many conversations am I starting every single day? Because if you talk to more people, there is literally no way that you don't get clients. Because talking to more people is the easiest way to get clients in the world, right? If you talk to 1,000 people, out of the 1,000 people on Twitter, for sure there is at least one person who wants to work with you or needs a scriptwriter. Okay, 1,000%. It doesn't matter who you start conversations with. Ideally, it's YouTube people, but you just want to talk to as many people as possible. If you see me every single day, I'm doing this, right? I'm not just telling you that this is how you do it. This is, oh, you gotta send all these DMs. I actually do it myself every single day. Okay, so you guys know that I'm not bullshitting. I'm starting new conversations every single day, talking to more people, because I know that if I talk to more people will know who I am, and if more people know who I am, there's no way that you go broke. Does this make sense to everyone? Just starting more conversations and sending more cold DMs. Can I get a yes if this makes sense to everyone? Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, so literally just starting more conversations is the best way to get known, and that's just talking to people, right? And I'll show you guys how to do outreach later. I'll give you guys my outreach template, okay? So you guys can stick around for that. And then there's prospecting. Prospecting just means that you want to look at all of the people that you've messaged before, and then you can follow up with them, because not everyone will respond to you on the first time, right? So you're gonna have a list of people that you've messaged, and then you can go through all your chats, and you can re-message them. You can follow up with them. Hey, did you see this? Or like, hey, blah blah blah. Right? If you know the correct follow-ups, there'll be people who respond. Right? You can send them a meme. Right? I'll show you guys what I do later. That's prospecting. Okay. So there are literally only 3 ways of getting clients. Right? And then there's other platforms. Right? That you can go. For example, you can go on Next Level Jobs platform. But the principles stay the exact same, right? There's the Next Level Jobs platform, and then there's Upwork, right? And then there's Fiverr, let's say, or like YouTube jobs. Okay. So then there's the Next Level Jobs platform that you can just sign up for, and then there's people who are already looking for scriptwriters. There's this, but the exact principles stay the same, right? Because on the Next Level Jobs platform and on this, what do you need to do? You need to create a portfolio. You need to do outreach, right? You need to send all these guys messages, right? You need to send them your portfolio. So it's the exact same thing, right? It doesn't matter on what platform you do it on. You can do it on Twitter. You can do it on YouTube, right? Or you can do it on these platforms. The same principles stay the same, right? Content is like your portfolio, right? It's literally putting stuff out into the world so that people can see it, putting out your portfolio into the world so that people can see it, and then people will want your scriptwriting services. Outreach is talking to more people, reaching out to new people, starting new conversations, reigniting previous conversations that you already had that not many people knew of. Literally figuring out your network, right? Opening up your network with a network effect, so that if I am partners with one person, this one person can give me 5 people, right? And then if these 5 people I'm partners with again, right, they can give me 25 people. There's opportunities for that. But all that you want to do is basically increase your surface area for luck. Okay, you need to increase your surface area for luck, and you need to do all 3 of these things. And let me ask you this: is it very hard to do all 3 of these things in order to get clients? I actually don't think no, right? I like even to this day, I still do all 3 every single day. Outreach, how many people do you need to talk to every single day? For me, I send 100 messages every single day. Non-negotiable. I start new conversations with people, even at my scale, right? You'd think that I just get clients, I just make YouTube videos, I just post on Twitter, and that's it. No, I still message people every single day because I know that if I start more conversations, there's no way that no one wants to work with me. As long as I'm just a cool guy and I'm not a weirdo, people will want to work with me. Okay? Every single day, I'm talking to people, making partnerships, right? I'm referral partners with everyone. So like the people that I'm already referral partners, I don't need to be referral partners with. But if I need to find more people, I can do that, right? White label partners, right? If you want to white label to another agency, you can, right? Media, I'm messaging people, hey, can I go on your podcast? Hey, can I go on your podcast? Hey, can I do this, hey, can I do a presentation in your community? Joint venture, right? It's just a modified way of doing white label. Okay. So there's that, right? And outreach is probably the hardest thing that you guys will do. And you guys are like, oh, how do I know who to outreach to? How do I, like, what message do I send them? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a template of a message that I use. Okay, and you guys steal it. Don't spread it outside of this Discord, because the way that these outreach messages work is that if too many people send it, what's gonna be a problem? If too many people send it, then it's not gonna work anymore because everyone's using it. So, hopefully this presentation is actually being recorded, and so you guys can save this. But here, so this is the message that I send. I send this message on cold email to people, right? When I'm emailing people, I send this message on Twitter DMs. Okay, let me just run you through it. So, hey, name. So you want to put their name. I saw that you're on a YouTube channel talking about XYZ. I saw that you're on a YouTube channel talking about tech news. I really love this part of this video that you made, right? I really liked when you talked about the iPhone 16 in your latest video. I'm offering a free script for me to show you what I can do with your channel. I know that you're probably very busy and you don't have time to entertain beginner scriptwriters. Just a quick yes or no would mean a lot to me. Regards, Brian. That's it, okay? And you can obviously modify this if you're, like, this is for if you don't have a portfolio, right? If you have a portfolio, what you can replace this with, oh, I've worked with X, Y, and Z channel and helped them gain X million views, right? You can just replace this line with this, right? But if you don't have a portfolio, and I know some of you don't have a portfolio, you can just use this. You can just use this line, okay? So that's why I just have that line there. But if not, you can have some social proof. But why is this effective? Okay, let's just break down why this is effective. Here, you have their name, so you know it's personalized. But more importantly, you would have looked at their videos, so they know that you've watched their videos and you're not just some random. So it increases their chances of replying to you, right? Basically, with the message, you want to increase the chances of people replying to you. And really, does it take you forever to watch someone's video? It maybe takes you like 2 minutes to watch one part of someone's video, and then you can add it inside the email or the message. And then yeah, just a quick yes or no. Oh, I know you're probably busy, which absolutely works. It means letting them know that they're over here and you're over here, right? Hey, they're a busy person, so no need to reply. So it's like really no pressure, and just a quick yes or no. Why do I just ask for a quick yes or no? Oh, just like just a simple yes or no will do. So it's very easy for them to reply. They could be on the car park, on the way to the car park, who just got the email, and they can just reply with a quick yes, right? Or they're on the toilet and then they can just reply with a quick yes, right? That's where everybody checks their emails, so, right? Or like they're in the middle of doing something and then they get an email notification. Easy for them to respond. And once you get a response, then you can just talk to them like a normal human being. You can offer a free script if you want. That's what I recommend, just so that you can get your foot in the door. And I think this is a really great way in order to get your first few clients. Even when I first started, even up to like a couple months ago, I was still writing free scripts because that's a great way to get good in with people, and that's a great way to build goodwill. So yes, this is my outreach message. Hopefully this is recorded. If not, I can send you guys this message later. But this template has worked for me. Literally allowed me to scale my agency to it's like this month we're gonna do like 30 to 35K a month, which is pretty crazy. And this is literally the message that I send to everyone. Don't spread this too much, just so that we can all enjoy the bread while it's here. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Keep it
that's my
inside.
quick presentation.
Everyone just keep it inside this Discord, because I asked Bryan to take some time out, give all of his sauce. It took some convincing. So just use it and use it wisely and make some money, dude. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Just talk to more people.
100%. Yeah. Cool. That's my presentation. Was that
Yeah.
valuable? Was that valuable? Can I get some feedback? If this is valuable, give me a yes. If it's not valuable, you guys didn't learn anything, give me a no. I just want to know so that I can give you guys, hopefully I can give you guys more
Yeah.
sauce.
And if everyone has any other questions, just just comment in the chat. Just let us know what you want to talk about. We have about 31 minutes, so we're game.
Beyond valuable. Great to hear. I can review
Can you
scripts.
review scripts?
Yeah, we can review scripts. If no one has questions, then we can probably review
Yeah,
scripts.
I think let's do like 2 script reviews. I think we can do a script review.
100%. Yeah, we can do a script review. I just want to answer any questions about getting clients first, because yeah, if anyone has
for
questions
sure.
about getting clients, yeah, just let me know. And
Yeah,
we can
I
kind
think
of answer that,
everything
right?
you mentioned was. I think everything you mentioned is pretty much what both of us do every day, all day, every day. We just send messages to literally hundreds of people every day. We just try to talk to as many people as possible. NextLev is an amazing platform. It's an amazing server. You should be joined in. There's a ton of job posts. There's a lot of job posts in this server as well. I'm trying to get people to post it. Everyone that I get in touch with, and I'm only human. I can't take on as much work as I would like to. I'd like to make
Sure.
$1 million, but I'm human. So I just refer everyone to join the server and post it in the jobs chat. So there's a bunch of job opportunities, really big players. I had Leo Grunstrom come in and post a job as well. So there's some heavy hitters and big opportunities in this server as well. So if you see a job post, apply on it. Just text the dude.
Nice.
See, Kaveri is working with Leo.
It's called the Next Lev
Yeah,
Jobs platform.
he's how to AI. See, that's awesome. This is exactly why I made this server. Just connect good scriptwriters to good clients.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy to see that. Okay, I think Gabri sent one script. Uh, Brian, do the honors.
Let's see. Yeah, let's just answer a couple questions first, and then we'll do a script review. If no one has questions, then we'll do a script review because script reviews take some time.
Yeah,
I'm
it does.
transitioning from web writing to YouTube script writing, and I'm struggling to get
Mm.
clients since my portfolio is not YouTube related. How should I
How should we do this?
how should I go about doing this? So if you're just starting out, I recommend that you write free scripts because you need to get
Yeah,
experience
do
anyways.
one or
You need
two.
to,
Yeah, just do one free script.
yeah, like with people with like new people like who don't know who you are, you can do like one free script, and that way you can learn. Right, as you're writing the
Yeah,
script, you'll learn about doing research, you'll learn about writing it, you'll learn about editing. Like you'll just learn a lot more, and then once you're confident in your abilities, then you can start charging.
yeah.
How will we know that we're good enough? Um, you don't really
You never
know.
know. Yeah, you
Yeah,
never know.
you never really know whether you're good enough yet, right? There's always like room to improve. Every time I write,
I
I
mean,
always realize that
we
there's
always
something.
we're always double-minded on every script. At least I am. Like I'm always questioning: is this script good enough? Can I improve this? And that's just sort of like a spiral. You kind of have to learn how to get out of. You kind of have to teach yourself that. You can spend. I mean, we can spend. Usually, we spend 2 3 days on one script, even a week. Sometimes I know Brian spends at least a week on one script. I spend at least 3 days. But can we spend a month on a script? I know George does. You can keep
Yeah,
improving the script infinitely because writing is subjective. You never know. The only thing is the best way to get better is to get those reps in. The more scripts you write, the better you get.
sure. Yeah, but and over time you'll also know that you're getting better if the clients give you better feedback, right? If the
Yeah.
clients tell you, hey, and if previously the clients didn't tell you that the scripts are great, and now more and more clients like are telling you that scripts are better, that's how you know you're getting better. So that's then if you're going in the right direction, then you're going in the right direction. So that's good.
You
Might you
get
have
you
any?
get results.
Yeah. Yeah. Next question out. Regan asks, might you have an opening for script writers in your agency? Not right now. Um, right now we're kind of at capacity, but we will be
Mhm.
hiring soon. We're always looking for good script writers to work with us. So yeah,
Who knows? You
not
might
not
find
right now. Maybe in the next
some
couple
really
months.
do this server. I know there's a lot of people that have amazing potential.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
part?
the next question is, which part of
Yeah.
the script do most people get wrong? What separates a great writer from a novice? Honestly, this is a good question for you. We had this discussion.
Yeah. Which part of the script do most people get wrong?
Yeah.
There's like a lot of aspects that like makes a good script like differentiated, and it also depends on the script type. What part do
Yeah.
most people get wrong? Most people get like the storytelling wrong. I think the storytelling is pretty underrated. And like the
Yeah.
logic, how you flow from one point to another. Because the thing about a YouTube script that's a little different from like say writing a tweet or writing like a landing page is that you need to go from one idea to another idea to another idea to another idea to another idea, and it's like 2,000 words, 3,000 words long. It's not easy for
Yeah.
everyone to like get like the flow from part one to part two to part three. But really, it's
Yeah.
understanding how the points can flow from one to another. And that's understanding the logic. That's understanding the storytelling a little bit better.
Yeah, for
So
sure. And honestly, I would say transitions. Transitions is something I consistently see people messing up. They overcomplicate it way too
yeah,
much.
100%. Yeah, like transitions is also part of improving the flow, right? So it's like
Yeah,
how do you go from one section to another without it being like too abrupt?
too
I think
abrupt.
that's
Yeah.
something that you 100% want to think about.
Yeah, you never want like abrupt stop to one section and then you just start talking about something else. I mean, you're gonna lose the attention like this. You have to make sure that one section, if you're talking about, for example, making coffee, right? Making coffee, you have to kind of take, okay, you get your ingredients and you do this and do that, and then, but, stuff like that. You just have to make sure that the whole story kind of joins together, gels together. If it doesn't, you lost attention, and if you lost attention, that's a bad script.
100%. Is it better to go for smaller fish as a novice to start with, or is it easier? Generally, you can write for in a short period of time as possible, because if you learn a ton right now and maybe you charge like $50, $20 a script, eventually once you become really good, you can go up here and you can just charge hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars, $400, $500, $1,000.
That's your base rate.
Say what?
Yeah, and that becomes your base rate. I mean, that becomes your standard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so
sort
like
of
eventually,
sorry, I cut you off.
yeah, like eventually your base rate will just change, from from like however much, $50, and then eventually people who, if you normally charge $300, this is your new base rate. Anyone who asks for like $150 for a script, and then you wouldn't even want to work with them. So
yeah, for sure. And okay, so ZB asks, Darshan asks, how can we write scripts in our client's voice? Honestly, my first step to writing for like a talking head. I assume you're talking about a talking head video. My first step is to get on a call with the client. I want to know how they speak, what their vocabulary is, what sort of industry they're in, what sort of niche they're in, and you kind of go by that. Honestly, I write pretty simple. So my scripts generally can be, they only need very small adjustments to fit into a client's voice. So that sort of I found myself being a bit strong in that department, being able to write in my client's voice. That just kind of comes naturally to me.
100%. Good.
The only thing is just keep it simple. Keep your script simple, so that if you need to adjust something, and dude, get feedback from the client. They will let you know.
Damn right. How can we
Yeah.
like any tips on transitions?
Keep them simple.
Yeah, keep the transition simple. If you
That's it.
want, you
You
can
don't
go
have
on
to
YouTube, go on like your favorite YouTubers, and look at how they do transitions, and you can just write
just
those
look at
down.
how they go into the next subject, next topic, whatever. It's usually very simple. Uh-huh. I think we have like 2, 3 more questions coming in. What's the best What's the best practice for script writing? Script writing, write more. That's the best practice.
Yeah, you just gotta write more. If you don't have, topics or clients to write for, you can literally just pick any channel that you like, and then you can just write for that. Or if you need more practice, you can always offer free scripts. Like, people love free scripts. Like, they'll give you a
Yeah.
prompt, they give you everything, and then they'll and then you can just write that, and then you can see how it goes.
How I started doing it was I just looked up. I'm into cars. I'm into the automotive side of things. So I just went onto YouTube and saw like, okay, 5 really good videos that I really liked, really enjoyed watching. I just took the title, took that as a reference, and I just wrote my own version of the script. That's it.
If you were to give us one channel to learn from, what would that be? Who's doing a great job out there, in your opinion? Depends on what niche you're looking at. Like, you just want to look at the niche. If, for example, it's like you're in personal branding, it's like Iman Gaji. His scripts are like really good.
Yeah.
But it depends on your niche, right? If you're in the car niche, like, you would look at the biggest car channel and you'd see how they do their scripts, right? Or like maybe you look at the scripts and you think, it's not even that good, right? Documentary, probably like,
Can I do it better? Can I
yeah,
do it better? If you can, do
exactly.
it.
Well, for documentaries, like
For
probably like my
documentaries,
media. They're probably pretty good.
Magnus Media, Fern. Fern is a really good one. Who is also a really good one. Yeah, I think I would choose these three. They're the top. They're the top dogs. So they're really good at documentaries.
Yep.
And if you want to look at the script I did, just search up Safiri. I'll write down the name for the channel. You can just look up Safiri on YouTube and just watch like the latest. I think. Go to the popular tab and it's like uh, the first four videos. I think two of them are my scripts,
How do you decide
especially
which
the
subtopic?
Ryan Kaji. It's like what happened?
Yeah. Next question. Okay. Bobby asked, how do you decide which subtopics to keep in the script while reducing over info? You just have to ask yourself, what does the audience want?
Yeah,
You just have to ask, what does the
it's
audience
you
want?
have to experiment with it. You have to experiment with it. Sometimes for some scripts I go super in depth. I have like 12 different sections in one script, and in some scripts I have, and this is taken keep in mind I'm talking about like a 20-minute video, right? Sometimes I'll have 12 different sections talking about 12 different things at the same time because the niche requires it, the topic kind of requires it. In some scripts I only have like 3 sections, and it still turns out to be a 20-minute video. It just depends on the video topic and what the channel is about.
For real. Cool. How do you break down YouTube scripts word for word or something else? Yeah, you just like I break
Yeah,
it down. I wouldn't break it down word for word. I look at it like section by section. You know, like what is he doing in this
section by
section that's correct? What's he doing in this next section that's correct? What do I like about the script? Basically, you want to ask yourself, what do you like about the script and why was it effective? Okay, maybe he starts with a story. Okay, why was this story effective? And then he leads into the next section, which is explaining the thing. And next section is like explaining how to actually do it, right? So you just want to break it down like that. What is he doing here? What is the purpose of the sentence? You just want to ask yourself, what is the purpose of the sentence? What is the purpose of the sentence? And if each sentence is like, and if each sentence is, like if each section flows from one point to another, and you can very clearly identify what the purpose of him using the sentence was, then that's basically how you break it down, right? You don't need to break it down super nicely, have all of your notes and like color code it. You just want to break it down so that you can understand it more effectively. And okay, once you understand it from the way that they do it, then you can apply it into your own script. Most importantly, you break it down so that you can apply the principles to your own scripts,
And a bonus tip for this, what something I do is if I'm looking at a reference, I'll usually I try to transcribe the script maybe using I don't really use AI. I'm kind of against AI, but I mean TurboScribe is a great tool. Just use that, get the script like the basic script of the reference, and while you read the script, watch the video as well. Most of the time, there's going to be like retention bar sort of on the what do you call the uh, what is it, the red bar, right? There's a red bar in the YouTube on while the YouTube video is playing. You can see there's like crests and dips. I don't really know how to explain it really good. I don't remember what to say, what to call it, but you can see on the video most watched. It says most watched whenever you try to scrub through the video. I relate to what section that is in the video to the script. And that's sort of how I determined okay, this is the part where people really like how he was talking about something. Kind of go off of that. It's a very crude explanation, but it's just something I do, subconsciously. It kind of works for me.
Banger. Banger. How do you maintain flow in a script so that it doesn't sound
Yeah, the
monotonous?
transcription job. Yes, Tommy. Thank you.
Yeah. Bobby asked, how do you maintain flow in a script so that it doesn't sound monotonous and sounds good? Vary the sentence length. 'Cause if it
Yeah.
sounds monotonous, that means every sentence is like long, long sentence, long sentence, long sentence.
It's
And if you
drawn
read
out.
long
Yeah.
sentence after long
Don't.
sentence after long sentence, it becomes very boring, right? But if you do long sentence and then short sentence, long sentence, and short sentence, short sentence, short sentence, and then long sentence, medium length sentence, then it flows a lot better. It doesn't sound so monotonous.
For sure. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Is there
that's
any chance?
that's the best way. That's the best way to put it. And this is something Brian taught me. I was still doing it, sort of, but I wasn't really actively doing it. And then Brian went through my script and absolutely audited the fuck out of it. And then that's when I realized, okay, I'm making a mistake here. I need to focus on the rhythm and the flow of the script.
Yep. Is there any chance I can join your agency? Not at the moment. We're not hiring at the moment, but we'll be hiring in the next couple of months. And now I have like 3 writers on team, so it's we're kind of packed right now. Yeah, we'll be hiring in the next couple of months.
I think Bobby has another question. Someone's typing.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then I think we have 10 more minutes. We can quickly go through the script. We can do the script review.
Cool. How do you deal with walk? You
Oh,
go on a long walk.
you just go
I
on
just
a
go on a
walk,
long
dude.
walk.
You just go
Yeah,
on a walk.
yeah, you go on a
Go on
walk.
a walk, go for a swim, go to the gym, do something else. Just get your mind off of the script
Yeah, so like the
and then come back to
reason
it.
that there's writer's block is one of 2 reasons. One is you lack clarity. That means you're not sure what you want to write or what you need to write. That's why there's writer's block. So if you lack clarity, that means you can't think clearly. That means you need to clear your mind. So that could mean going on a long walk or going to the gym, or that just means that you don't have enough research, right? If you're
Yeah,
not sure what to write, it
research
means
better.
you don't have enough research, so you need to do more research. Okay, so if you lack clarity, do more research, or you go clear your mind, and then once you have more clarity, then you won't have writer's block. Right? If you really break it down like that, it's gonna be very clear to you. And like, oh, after you like take a long walk and you're still not sure what you need to write, that means that you don't have enough info. That means you need to go back to doing more research.
Yeah. Okay, Darshan asked, how can we know that this video has a good or great script? Look at the views, dude. If it's viral, it has a good script. That's the whole point of a good script. Make sure it go viral.
Yeah. If you enjoy a video, then it has a good script, right?
And it has a good script. If it's a good video, it's a good video. And if it's a good video, it's a good script.
Exactly. Cool.
Okay, dude. Let's do the script review because we're running out of time.
Okay, cool. By the way,
Yeah.
can I just plug something real quick before we do a script review?
Yeah. For sure.
Of the
Do
script
whatever
writing
it is.
stuff that I kind of talked about here. We go a lot more in depth. There's like a course, and then there's going to be a community there. It's not launched yet. I'm going to launch it in December. If you guys want a like preview of what's inside,
Review.
I'll
Yeah.
just drop the waiting list link over here. Not sure if I can edit this.
Yeah. And I think most of you guys already know. I have shared the Freelance Script Writing Academy. If you go to the announcements and scroll all the way up, it's the first post. There's a link. You guys can join it. Super easy.
Yeah. So yeah, you can join the waiting list. You can go on the landing page and you guys can read about it. I think this will be especially useful for you guys. And it's also going to be relatively affordable for you guys. So almost anyone can join. But yeah,
And if anyone is wondering if it's worth it or not, I started script writing because of Brian's course.
oh, really
He's my teacher. He's my mentor. So
appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know if that if that makes sense, but that's sort of how I started, and that's the reason I'm sitting here talking to everyone.
Let's go.
This dude is the reason.
Let's go. Okay. Um, Oh, appreciate Kaveri. Okay, cool. Let's do a quick script review. And we
Yeah,
also do script reviews in the community. So that'll be useful. Let's go through this. Okay, the curse. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, it's loading
Okay.
in.
Yeah, it's loading. Everyone can see this.
We can see it.
Okay, August 12th, 2000. The icy waters of the Barents Sea hide a chilling secret. What's the title? So, like, first of all, before you even start, you want to finalize the title. I don't imagine that this will be the title. So, like, first thing I will ask is, okay, how can I finalize the title? So, really, if the client doesn't give you a title, you need to finalize the title, right? If the client doesn't know what the title is, ideally, if you understand YouTube and you're a little bit good at ideation, this is what I do with my clients too. I also recommend them a couple like title ideas that they could potentially do. So this is like that's I think it's also pretty important if you can like give the title. And yeah, so you want to finalize the title before you even write the hook, because the title will determine how you write the hook. Okay, August 12th, 2000, the icy waters of the Barents Sea hide a chilling secret. Beneath the waves, 118 men are trapped in a steel coffin fighting for their lives. Pretty good so far. The pride of the Russian Navy, has fallen silent. What went wrong? Why can't rescuers reach them? And most importantly, is there hope? It's a pretty good hook. I wouldn't really change much about this hook. This is the story of the Kursk submarine disaster. The Kursk submarine, the Kursk was Russia's pride. Imagine a steel beast longer than a football field. This is the Kursk crown jewel of Russia's submarine fleet. Commissioned 1994, the Kursk was considered to be a technological marvel. It's double hull. I mean, like so far, I don't really have any feedback. This looks good. Despite its massive size, the Kursk could move through the water more quietly than a whisper, making it nearly impossible to detect. Armed with its reactor gave it. That's why it's set silence on that fateful day. So you can just say like, oh, like yesterday morning isn't quite right, right? You can just change it to like the previous morning. The previous morning, it was doing a practice exercise. I think like the language here can be more accurate. Language can be more accurate. Like the more like they were doing like a practice exercise. I'm sure there's like a topical specific words here that you can use. Now and now it's sitting at the bottom of the. Here you can add a descriptor, right? So it's like, oh, like it's at the bottom of the sea. I mean, it's like dark, and then there's like no sun reaching it, right? And like, oh, like it's like kind of mysterious, right? So you can add a descriptor, to make it more gloomy and mysterious, right? Because really, when you're writing these documentary scripts, you really want to ask yourself, what's the emotion that I can bring out of the audience? That's the big question that you want to ask yourself. That's the goal of the storytelling. That's why you add all of these specific parts, right? That's why we're being specific. We're being specific because we're telling a story and we're trying to bring out certain emotion in the audience. Okay. Like something be so powerful, so unsinkable, end up trapped on the ocean floor. The answer would shake the foundation of naval warfare forever. Let's go through what we know happened. Here you don't really have to set. This can be deleted. Or you don't really have to set the stage. You can just kind of go into it. But this is pretty good. I think this is pretty spot on. I wouldn't change too much about this, other than specific language and like keeping in mind like the emotion that you want to bring out of the audience. I think that's good. Can you guys hear me? I think it might be on your side. Why does it sound accurate? It's not that it's not accurate. Like isn't like they were just doing a practice exercise doesn't sound specific enough. No? It's like, oh, they were doing like some drills. Maybe that's a little better. But that's like a small thing, you know. Other than that, the script is fine. Yeah,
Okay,
it
so
doesn't
I
matter.
think
Like just because the
yeah,
sample was rejected doesn't mean that it was a bad script, right?
yeah,
Like like
it
maybe
just
they just
wasn't for them.
yeah, it just wasn't for them. Doesn't mean there's a bad script. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Don't ever let rejections get to you as a scriptwriter. because writing itself is so subjective. It doesn't really reflect on you as a scriptwriter. Take the feedback, take the take the criticism and work on it. Use that as an opportunity to improve everything about your script.
Nah, script was fine. Nothing crazy wrong with that.
Exactly. Bobby asks, how can a scriptwriter learn copywriting principles along with learning scriptwriting? They're not. It's a good question. It's a good question. I would
Yeah.
say I sort of had to learn copywriting because I have a background in sales. I used to write emails all day long. I used to write like 60 emails a day. So it just kind of, I kind of grew into it. And I use a ton of copywriting things in my script writing. It's something that can supplement your writing a lot more. Copywriting, dude, Brian, can you point them to some good, copywriting resources? I think you have some in your course as well.
Oh, some good copywriting resources. You could probably watch this channel. It's called Cardinal Mason on
Yeah.
YouTube. He has like some pretty good like copywriting content. And then his books like Breakthrough Advertising, right? I like reading offers and leads, right?
Yeah.
I think those aren't like necessarily copywriting books, but they teach you about business, and that will help you with the copywriting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, we have one more script. Do you have time for one more script review, like a
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
one?
yeah. I can squeeze it in. Let's see. Okay,
Perfect.
can you guys see
So,
my screen?
yeah.
Yeah. Can you see my screen? Just put a yes if you guys can see my screen, so I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The best niches for IG theme pages, title one. Let me expand it so you guys can see it. It's a little too big. Okay. Last month I gained 30K followers and made 10K from the same Instagram theme page, and you can do the same. Okay, but if you choose the wrong niche, then you can waste a lot of time and money. So here, this is good, right? This is a good first line. Oh, it's an okay first line, right? This first line is good because it's specific, right? Oh, I gained this followers and I made $10,000 from an Instagram theme page, and you can do the same. So you can just cut it here, right? This is way too long. You just have that.
Yeah.
But right, but if you choose the wrong niche, and then suddenly we bring up a niche. Suddenly we bring up niche. This is like a new idea, which is like kind of random, right? You can say, and the most important part of growing an Instagram theme page is picking the right niche, because if you choose the wrong niche, you could potentially be wasting. You could potentially be leaving thousands of dollars on the table, right? So can you see it's already flows, right? And here I bring in the ideas like, oh, like I gained all of this, and the reason I was able to gain all of this was because I picked the right niche. And why is the right niche important? Because if you choose the right niche, if you choose the right niche, or if you choose the wrong niche, you could potentially be leaving $1,000 on the table. So in this video, I'm going to review, right? So instead of like show is like, oh, I'm just gonna show you, but if you review, that means like, oh, like that means like if you have like a curtain and you like review
It's an
it like
event.
a magician.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
It's an event.
review the five viral the five most viral IG Instagram theme page niches that are blowing up in 2024, that even a complete beginner can start in. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you my personal monetization method to start making money with your page in as little as 30 days. Can you guys see how like the hook is like totally transformed right now? And this is like a lot more This is like a lot more
Urgent.
expensive. Yeah, and like even this part is arguably a little too long. You could probably cut it, and then this can just be your hook.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
As a
this is-
bonus, I'm gonna give you my personal monetization method as well. That's it. I'd keep it at that. I'd cut it off at that.
yeah, could be. Yeah, like
That's
both I think are okay, or you could just cut this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully that was
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Cool. I hope you guys got something, at the very least, learned something from today. And yeah, if you guys want to follow more of my content, it's Boomer Bryan. I'll just leave my Twitter here, and my YouTube. If you guys want to check out some of the content,
Leave it
leave my-
in the free chat. Copy
leave it-
paste it and leave it in the free. Yeah. So everyone can look at it.
okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I hope everyone enjoyed this. It was really tough to get Bryan to take some time off and give us an hour, but I'm really happy I could make it happen for all of you. Um, I hope everyone got really good answers to their questions and you learned something. And I hope everyone improves their scripts and starts making money. Make some money, dude. Go start conversations, blow shit up, make some waves, make it happen.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man. This was a pleasure.
Of course. Future.
Yeah. Well, like
Let's
we
see.
should do something on Twitter. We should do like a Twitter live.
Yeah, yeah. Let's do a space.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
do
figure the
spaces.
time.
We'll invite some big guys. Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Everyone. See ya. Bye.
Bye. Bye.